Advice from the Brain Trust doesn't come cheap. It's actually free.
Well, you're spot on with your advice.
Call the Brain Trust toll-free with your questions now. 877-PLA-NNER.
Hey, welcome back to the Boomers Brain Trust program. 877-PLANNERS, our number, PLA-NNER. You want to email us, you go to boomersbraintrust.com, boomersbraintrust.com. You click on the Ask the Brain Trust link. You can also find us on Facebook. And yes, Twitter, believe it or not, hashtag Ask the Brain Trust. We'll have more on that probably sometime next hour. Well, hey, listen, it's that time of year when we're looking to get out of town. The travel season is in full swing. Most of us want to save money naturally in some form or another. We're spending enough on the holidays as it is, I think, without having to put up with the extra costs of getting to there from here. Whether you're flying, driving, hitching a ride, going around the world, the cost of travel can take a big bite out of just about anyone's budget, unless, of course, you're listening to this program and you're paying close attention to this life segment. We're here to strategize with you. Pete Trabucco, our longtime guest and resident travel expert, he's back in the Boomers Lifeline to give us a few pointers on how to travel on a dime. Maybe not literally, but close. Pete, welcome back. Hey, it's been a few weeks, but thanks for rejoining us for this segment.
Well, thanks for having me on. I do appreciate it.
Hey, you bet. Now, of course, you wrote the book on America's top roller coasters and amusement parks. One of these days, we're going to talk about amusement parks and roller coasters. But for now, travel. So just ask you first off, where are the best places for people to travel on a tight budget?
Well, obviously, the best places you want to go are the places that are frequently traveled by the airlines. Obviously, what comes to mind is, of course, Disney and Orlando, California, of course, and Los Angeles, and you know, if you're going to go to Texas, obviously Dallas and Houston are going to be major sites, and you'll find some major deals there as well. If you want to go up north, obviously you can go to, you know, Minneapolis, Minnesota is a place basically. You probably wouldn't want to travel in the wintertime too much unless you like the Mall of America. But overall, if you stay with the major cities, you'll do okay because the more flights that are going out of a certain location, to be, and that's going to be a good thing for you. If you're going to Oshkosh, Illinois, or maybe Branson, Missouri, and you've got to take 2 or 3 different stops on the way, it could be a lot more expensive for you.
Now, should we be able to find some of the best deals online still? Like we know those discount travel sites, Orbitz, Travelocity, Priceline, or can you get better deals elsewhere now, or is it all just about the same?
Well, it's time-wise. If you're going to go with Expedia, Priceline.com, or any of those bidding-type places, or any of those places that just do everything, it's a one-stop shop. It's a great way to go. You do save money, but more importantly, you save time. Now, some places, for example, like Southwest Airlines, who always have one of the best deals out there. In fact, when they've got a deal, you can be guaranteed that the other airlines are going to pick it up and try to do the same thing. Southwest doesn't actually go on those bidding war things, and you really got to call them directly. But overall, I mean, there's like so many different places that you could actually go to save some money. And of course, betterbidding.com is one of the places, or biddingfortravel.com are also great places to go. In addition, you know, to Priceline and all the others that you see out there.
Why? Let me just ask you. It just occurred to me on that you mentioned Southwest. Why is it they don't do those? Is it a worse deal for the airline? I mean, does Southwest already say they've already got the best prices? Why is it that airlines like Southwest, or maybe another one too, doesn't?
Well, there's plenty out there. Southwest Airlines basically has always done things a little outside the box, and that's one of the reasons why they have been so well known. In fact, the actual creation of that airline was to not actually fly out of major airports, but the secondary airports.
Love airport.
Less travel and so on. So that's how they go, and it works for them. It really works for them.
Wow. Hey, well, that's good. We got an audience back there.
Hey, Pete, if you can hear me over that, pup, that's
okay.
All right,
no problem.
We love live TV and radio.
Well, you know my dog wants to go traveling, that's for sure.
Get a good crate, yeah.
I know a lot of people say this is really the worst time of the year to find a really good travel deal. Is there actually a good time of the year when you can get the best deal?
Well, obviously the best time of the year is actually coming. It's not going to be coming up right now because Thanksgiving, obviously, it's about a 50% increase in air travel.
Wow.
And it's 75 for Christmas. You really want to go between January and April. Mostly in January, February, and March are absolutely the best times to travel. And when you do travel, you want to be able to plan ahead. You really want to save money on a dime. Try to plan your trip at least 6 months to a year ahead of time, and you will save a lot of money because, as you know, the later you wait, the crazier things get.
Well, air travel, of course, we refer to that all the time, but is air travel always the most expensive mode of transportation, or can you get better deals on air travel than maybe you could with, like, Amtrak or Greyhound, depending on where you're going, of course?
Well, no, airlines are probably going to be the most expensive, and now that you've got more airlines actually being conglomerated and merging, obviously the prices will actually go up on that because, of course, it's more of a monopoly. But Amtrak and driving, my rule is really simple. If you're going less than 400 miles, why not drive?
Yeah.
Basically, it's probably best to do that. Over 400 miles, you really don't want to go ahead and do that because that's when the kids will stop and you'll have some problems and some issues. But if you could drive, it's still a great way of going, and the traffic is good. And basically, unless you're leaving on Thanksgiving, the day before Thanksgiving, which is like one of the most traveled days around, you'll get there safe and sound, and the family will reconnect with the actual environment and the cities and the towns that they pass through. So, but unfortunately, airfare is still going to be the most expensive out there.
Let me ask you about car rentals real quick. Pete Trabucco, he's with us, our travel expert or agent, travel guy. Pete, rental cars, I've found a huge difference from renting at the airport. You might want to fly into Atlanta or somewhere, but you rent at a busy airport as opposed to maybe going just 3 or 4 miles away and renting outside the airport. Is this a strategy that people can use? Is this everywhere?
Well, that's absolutely true because if at the airport, obviously there's a law of supply and demand there, and obviously if you've not booked your trip through any of these Priceline, Expedia, Orbitz, and so on down the line, and it's already there with a great price, it's going to be hard to do. And there are a lot of even local, car places that will actually be able to rent a lot less,
right.
And they'll even pick you up. They'll even, you call them and tell them you're at the airport. They'll even come and get you and bring you over to the location, and you save a lot of bucks that way. So that's another way that you can save money as well.
I was amazed. I flew into Chicago just this past June, and I think the rental car would have been $500 or something if I rented it at I was at Midway, and all I had to do was jump on the subway. I think it was a 10-minute subway ride, and I saved $250 just on the rental car. I think it was even the same company. Interesting strategy. All right, Pete, I think next time we have you on, and we are going to have you on again, I really want to talk about this roller coaster and amusement park thing because I'm really intrigued by that. Your book, tell us the title again.
America's Top Roller Coasters and Amusement Parks, a guide to those who ride them, and especially to those who fear them. Now, maybe next time you can interview my dog as well.
Well, we've already heard from your dog. I was impressed with what your dog had to say. Pete, thanks again. Always a pleasure. We'll have you back. I appreciate it. Pete Trabucco, our travel guy. We do need to talk travel. It's that time of year, as I said. Lots more to come on the Boomer's Brain Trust. Stick around. Professor Plum, emails, phone calls. It's all just ahead. 877-PLANNER is our number. I'm Johnny Dean. Stick around. A whole lot more just ahead.